God has not spoken to his humanity for a long time. And we were wise men. We were all looking to the skies, looking for some signs for a king to come. And I used to look to the stars for a special sign from heaven. But one day I saw a star in the heavens. And we know it's a special star. In the night it was shining. And we started following it for a long, long distance. Many months we followed that star. Finally we reached the land of Galilee in a small town. Oh, it is not in a big palace. It was in a small hut we reached. It was a manger. There we found a baby, not a king. And we found him there. And we worshipped him. We brought many gifts, royal gifts to him. And we sat before him and we worshipped him. I know God has spoken. The long years of silence is broken and God has spoken now to our hearts.
Oh, about that Christmas night. I remember it so well. As an innkeeper's wife, I tell you, Bethlehem was so full that day. Almost houseful. You know, before dinner it was so full with people. But after 2 or 3 hours after the dinner time, I think, a couple came towards our inn. But look at them, they were not the normal couple. You see, Joseph was so scared and tired, and Mary, oh my God, that child was about to give birth. We had no rooms or no space, but let me tell you something. When I was a little child, my mother would always have a spare plate in our dinner table. And I would ask her why, and she would tell me, "You may not know and you will never know who God sends to you. So we always make room." So I told them I couldn't refuse them. So I told them, "We don't have the nicest rooms for you, but we can make room." And I tell you, it was not the nicest at all. But that's all we had. And my mother was right. We always make room.
I'm Mary. I was just another girl in Nazareth. And I was also like everyone waiting for the Messiah. But people say that nothing good comes out of Nazareth, so I was not expecting anything from Nazareth. But when the angel came to my house, I was sure that he came to the wrong house. But then he called my name. He said my name. He said that God had chosen me. God had chosen me. And Joseph, Joseph, he was so caring. He also stood by me, choosing me. And even through the 70-mile bumpy ride all the way to Bethlehem, I knew that it had been time to give birth. And when he came, I held him in my arms and I saw my son. I saw the son that I was waiting for. I saw the son that the angel had told me about. I saw my son. I also saw my Redeemer. I saw my Creator. I saw the one who chose me. And I knew that history would be changed forever because it had already changed me.
I still remember that night. It was a cold, cold night, and I thought it was just another night with the sheep and the goat, but it was not. The last thing I expected was to find an angel before me, but it happened, and it was so bright and burning, the presence of the angel. so close to me that I could touch and feel it. And this was something that I had only read and heard about in the scriptures, but this was before my eyes. And the angel announced the birth of a baby boy. As soon as I heard it, me and my friend Steve grabbed my arm and said, "Let's go, bro, let's go see this baby." And both of us ran. And even though Steve started first, I outran him and reached the manger first. And we saw the boy. The boy was nothing like I had ever seen before. And he's the good news for us all, and for you too.
That was a town back in Bethlehem. At this moment, with our hearts lifted up and our spirits enlightened, let us also think about how this birth, this event has inspired our hearts too, or our lives too. A moment that changed the world and continues to inspire and hope and give joy in the hearts of all who believe. Thank you.